preposition of a verb plus a preposition or adverb, a preposition or adverb. But sometimes there may be more than one preposition. For example, this is an example of a phrasal verb with two prepositions: get along with. Get along with or come up with. I'm writing two examples of phrasal verbs that have more than one particle. Now basically these are prepositions or maybe adverbs, and they are called particle as well. In most books they are known as particle. Particle is just a name in grammar. So particle, it has more than one particle. Get along with, come up with. These are also phrasal verbs, and they have special meaning. So get along with is the example of a phrasal verb that has more than one preposition. As said earlier, that it has special meaning. So get along with means to have. It again doesn't have one word equivalent, so we need to write a definition. To have a good relationship with somebody. SD, let's suppose, means somebody, it's short. So get along with means to have a good relationship with somebody. To kind of try to make a good relationship with someone new, someone who is not a good friend of you, maybe a good friend of you, but you don't have a lot in common, you don't share a lot in common. So you have your differences, but you're trying to get along with that person to make a kind of good relationship with him. Example, I say, suppose, pretend that I recently got a job and I cannot get along with my new boss. I cannot get along with my boss. This is an example of get along with. I cannot get along with my boss. What it means is that I'm trying to have a kind of good relationship with my boss, but I fail. He is not my type, and I can't talk to him easily, and I can't find myself having a good relationship with my boss. So I cannot get along with my boss means I cannot have good relationship. I may be trying, but I cannot make a good relationship with my boss, right? So get along with, I cannot get along with my boss. Is that clear?
Yes.
Did you get this?
Yes.
We frequently use it when we go to new environments, like we go to new classrooms, university classrooms, or to a new environment, a place for living. So with new people, we are trying to have kind of good relationship with them. We may be getting good relationship, we may be not. Like I can also say, I'm getting along with my boss. If I want to use this in present continuous tense, I'll be saying, I am getting along with my boss. Means I'm progressing, I'm making kind of good relationship with my boss. I'm able to make good relationship. So I can use it in a positive way, negative way. So in a positive way, it gives the sense of that you're trying and making kind of good relationship with people, right?
Yes.
So I am getting along with my boss can be another example for this word. And next one is come up with. This again has two prepositions here, up and with, so it has a different meaning, and it can be an example of a phrasal verb, or it is the example of a phrasal verb, and it means, come up with means to suggest, to create or suggest as an idea or a plan. This is the meaning of come up with. Come up with means to create or suggest an idea. Like you're thinking about something, maybe there is a problem, you want to solve that problem, and you're thinking about an idea which can resolve or solve the problem. So after thinking, you can come up with a plan, you can come up with a suggestion or an idea. So you're suggesting or creating a kind of idea or a plan for something. The example is, this is an example. I say, my brother. The past form of come up is obviously came up, right? My brother came up with a business with a very good business idea last night. This can be an example, guys. My brother came up with a very good business idea last night. Like, I have a business, I'm running a business, but I'm struggling with it. Let's pretend that's a situation, that's a new business, I'm struggling with it, or I want to run my own business, start my own business. So I was asking for kind of advice from my friends or my siblings. So my brother last night came up with a very good business idea. Means he suggested an idea that was very good and that was kind of acceptable, but it was a business idea last night. So my brother came up with a very good business idea last night. This is an example of this phrasal verb come up with, means to suggest or create a kind of plan or idea for a difficult situation or for something. Is that clear? Did you get that? Okay. Again, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Write it down. Write down the meaning and examples, but write it a little faster. Come on.